we're waiting for this much delayed child poverty strategy from the government. We thought we'd have it by now for this event. What does convince people? Because if politicians are going to formulate a strategy that embeds all of this stuff, they've then got to sell it to the electorate. Because politicians want to be re-elected.
It's shocks, or the anecdote is it's various shocks that occur. So the men fighting in the First World War ending up in shell holes with men of a completely different social class and discovering that they were just like them, whereas you didn't in the past. Books coming out round about £1 a week, just over 100 years ago, describing how people did live on £1 a week and how they weren't feckless. Cinema, films, Cathy Comes Home. You know, there was a large number of heavy-hitting books and films, late 50s, early 60s, which shocked people. And
so a little bit, I mean, it's a different subject, but a little bit like the TV series Adolescence got people talking, didn't they, about the kind of the effects that social media and society is having on boys and their attitudes to girls. So where's that shock going to come from?
I think, to be honest, you just need really good leadership and to really kind of just make it very black and white and have Prime Minister of a country saying, you know what, this is unacceptable, and take the heat. But you stand by your morals. And the other thing is education, is around, you know, showing people what happens when you live in poverty and what the poverty trap is. And I talk about, in the book, about, you know, the government policies that create and maintain people's poverty. And if you talk about it in that way, you can see that this is you know, a system that has so many barriers, but it's ingrained within the policies. And, you know, I remember one of them when Cameron was in charge and austerity was kicking in. And one of them was the idea that they made changes with the universal credit, where if 2 people were on universal credit, it only went into one person's bank account. That's right. And normally that's going to be the man's, particularly if it's not an equal relationship. And there was a thing sort of saying, well, if you're in a situation of domestic violence, that's only going to make your life worse. And on the government website, it literally said, this is a private matter.